Hi guys. Good evening. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. I don't know, I was just pausing for dramatic effect. Lossie is currently trying to bite her own tail. Okay, give me a sec. Time to put you in the book, because that will be important for later. There we go. Good evening, guys. Come on, Clio, score some fucking goals. Good morning, guys. Or good afternoon or evening, wherever in the beautiful, beautiful planet that we call Earth, home, Terra, Sol. No, Sol is the sun. Gaia. Whatever you call this, Sol. What is it? Sol 3, I think is what we'd call it, right? Holy Terra. Yeah. Yeah, all that. Good morning, guys. Or good afternoon, good evening. I have been asleep. If you can not tell, I've been a little bit asleep for the last, I don't know, 3 hours? I got home, and then I was trying to be productive, and then in being productive, I wore myself out, and now I have a bunch of stuff that I was open. Hang on, I didn't even close anything that I was, I didn't even close anything. Hello, Lottie. Sorry, I have a little dog who's very upset at me right now. I didn't close anything. So I have my computer is just full of stuff. I've got like all the stuff that I set up for today's stream open. And I've got Arknights open, because I guess I need to do my dailies. So that's doing that in the background. Lottie is crying because I started talking. She was asleep, and then she got upset that I started talking. Arknights gacha. Arknights is peak. I won't stand for the slender. I love Arknights. I love Arknights. It's cool world building. Very cool world building. I know it's not for everyone. I know gacha isn't for everyone, but it has cool stuff. Yeah, Lottie is a little bit upset. Do you want to calm down, please? But good morning. Sorry, I keep saying good morning. It's like my default thing, because when I start stream, it's the morning normally. Also, my OBS is set up in the weirdest way possible. Why is it all wonky? Why is my OBS all wonky? There are people following me with, I think, Japanese names. Thank you very much for the follow. Or subscribing, sorry. And my OBS is like made their name go into 5 lines. Why has it done that? It's 4 a.m. for California. Good morning, America, I guess. Yeah, it's probably very, very early for you guys. Hello Europe. Hello Europe. Hello America. Hello Asia. Hello Africa. Hello Australia. Hello Oceania. Have I missed anywhere? Americas. Hello Asia. Hi guys. It's noon in the UK. Well, that was the idea of the stream. I was thinking, well, I'm gonna talk about football a lot, so I may as well make it. We may as well have this be a Eurocentric stream, because I figured the people who are probably most interested in this are in the European time zone. So sorry to any American-based football fans, soccer fans, if you want to call yourself that. I wouldn't do that, but yeah. I figured, also Australians as well. Maybe there's some Australians here who also want to, well, I guess talk about history. Not history, sorry, football. Oh, I'm so sorry. Your name is in Japanese. Welcome to the Hackstorians. Thank you very much. Thank you for remembering. I don't know how to translate your name because it's in Japanese, although it is all in hiragana. So if you give me enough time, I would probably translate that. I probably could translate that if you gave me enough time. 8 football, love me abs. Oh, okay. Well, you're gonna love this stream because it's all football, but there's also gonna be hags. There's gonna be hags because there's Phase Connect hags in this not sponsor. Sorry, why am I'm so frazzled? Sorry, you can probably tell that I'm really frazzled. Divegrass. Divegrass. Is that an American name for football? But yes, I haven't had much time to like catch up. I very quickly, I think today, or was it yesterday, I tried to stay on track of like all the social media stuff. I haven't tweeted that I'm live. Oh my gosh, did I delete the last tweet that I did? Hang on. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh god. Have I posted? Okay, I'm just gonna get the GIF one. I'm just gonna use the blinky glyph. The glyph? Oh my god. The blinky GIF. And again, live now, talking about football phase. Live now, talking about football, the real one, and creating Phase Connect FC. Yay. Come on, Phase Connect. Score some fucking goals. Is that rude if I put that in the... Is that the... That's my stream, right? That's the stream, I think. Copy video URL. I think that's the stream. I hope that's the... Yes, it is. Lottie, can you stop whining, please? Please? Lottie, please stop whining. Sorry, I haven't had a chance to, like, really stay on track of anything. Oh, thank you very much for subscribing, remembering El Generico. He's a wrestler. And thank you, Feet Bro Family Connection for the membership as well. Thank you very much. And thank you, Neospink, for the super chats. Thank you very much. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you very much. I hope you guys aren't, like, shaping your sleep schedules around my streams. Look after yourself first. The streams aren't that important. I appreciate it. I'm flattered, but also, please make sure you're getting a proper amount of sleep and a proper amount of rest. Unlike me, because I never do get sleep, because, I'm silly. Yeah, I'm very silly. What are the rules on making football chants? We can make football chants about everyone. Oh, thank you very much for the super chat. Oh, if you're gonna make fun of us for calling it soccer, you should apologize for the UK telling us that that's what it was called when it came over. That's because England is stupid. Sorry, I'm hoping Lottie in my lap. I'm putting Lottie in my lap right now, so hopefully she'll calm down. Please, can you calm down? She can't possibly need to go to the toilet. She's been to the toilet so many times, like recently. I guess I'll whilst we wait for, I guess, everyone to get into the stream, I guess. Thank you for the super chat, Fake Aquila, for that. And also Toaster Enthusiast, thank you very much for 5 memberships. Thank you very, 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 very much. Thank you very much, guys, for all the support. Can dogs get UTIs? I have no idea. Probably. Soccer was coined in Oxford in the 1870s. Yeah, and people in the 1870s in Oxford were probably foppish nonces or some shit. I don't know. Oh, I go to Oxford. Ha 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 ha. I'm such a dandy boy or something. That's probably what they said. Sorry, I didn't mean to use the word nonce. What was the word I was looking for? Pretend I didn't use that one. Look, the Americans don't know what that word means, so... NIMBYs? Yeah, NIMBYs. Definitely NIMBYs. What does it mean? No. Don't use that. Maybe don't use that. Like Jimmy Savile? Yeah, that's what a nonce is. But... Yes. Anyway, sorry. I have the pass. I was in a international... like small group of like, I don't know, people playing video games online, I guess, whatever you want to call it. And the British people in the group kept calling each other nonces as a joke, because I guess it's just like the thing that you do. And then the Americans picked up on the term and started calling each other that as well, because they thought it was like a term of like endearment, or like, you're a silly idiot, haha. And then eventually one of them told them what it meant. You thought it meant idiot? It does not mean idiot. They're calling each other pedophiles. Which is not a good idea. Don't do that. That's what it means. Because, yeah, I guess just British people use the term as a bit of banter. I guess. And then Americans were like, I don't know what that means. Yeah. But we'll use it as well. And then, yeah, just a little bit of silly banter as well. None of your friends told you? Have they been laughing you all along? I mean, as long as you don't use the word casually. As long as you don't casually just use the word, right? What about twat? Yeah, twat. Twat's a good one. You fucking twat. Sorry, I should, this stream's gonna get demonetized, probably. I think you're supposed to not swear in the first 5 minutes of the stream, I think. I think is how it works. Lottie, what are you doing? Do you want to get down? I'm gonna put you back on the bed, okay? There you go. So roomies went out. I went out all this morning and all afternoon. Well, actually not all afternoon. I think I got back at like 4 or 5 p.m. And then I was just chilling, doing work, and then my roomies had to go to like a concert or something. I don't know. So they've been out all evening. I don't know if they'll probably get back sometime later today. I don't know. So Lottie's had a bit of a traumatic experience because she missed me, and then she's missing my roomies now. Swearing drunk stream when? Well, funny you say that. I haven't made my schedule yet, but on Monday, I'm probably not going to stream because I'm going to be up at 7 a.m. my time on Monday to play Cuphead co-op with Temma. And every time that we die, we drink. So that stream is gonna go really, really well because I've never played Cuphead before. I've never played Cuphead. I know it's quite difficult. So yes. My work, is it writing? No, so I'm a streamer, so it's just like preparation for the week, doing like research for the stuff that I want to do in the future, like contacting people that I need to organize events with, or streams, or future projects. There's that. Researching potential topics, or like games that I want to maybe stream, or like what else? Responding to emails, setting up I don't know, interacting with social media, although I haven't done that today, so I apologize. Thank you for the super chat, Niantic Clips. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a there's quite a lot actually going on behind the scenes. Even though the problem for me is that because I like doing long streams, I like doing 12-hour streams, even though 12-hour streams are technically shorter than what I used to do. And I do actually have time after streams now to decompress and do some light work. In classic Clio fashion, it kind of piles up a little bit. It kind of piles up a little bit. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do. Casual flex? No, it's not flexing. It's not flexing at all. Are you forced to use social media? It's not necessarily forced. I think if Sakana was like, hey, you have to use social media, I think it's kind of just one of those things where it's like important for the job, I guess, because most of the VTuber fans are on Twitter, I think. I don't know about other platforms. I don't know if there is like a big amount of VTuber fans on, say, TikTok, or Instagram or anything like that. I don't know if other members use those platforms, but I don't have anything on like TikTok or Instagram or anything like that. And like Twitter was also broken for like the last few days as well. Couldn't respond to DMs, which was really awkward because I was having business DMs and then all of a sudden I couldn't actually respond, so I had to try and find their Discord account and then contact them through that and be like, sorry. Thank you very much for the super chat, Raid of Storms. No, Sakana is not forcing us. It's not forced. Like, I don't have to make a schedule. I don't have to make going live tweets. I don't have to make ending tweets. I probably don't even have to interact with like social media at all. I think it's just like, you know, I mean, you should, because interacting with your audience is important for building a community and also, you know, being able to say thank you for people making cool stuff like fan art clips, you know, memes, etc. I blinked. I did blink, but that's because I blink a lot. Sorry, I'm drinking a lot of water because I'm having to speak so much. No, like, FaZe is, like, super duper chill. Like, incredibly, incredibly chill. I haven't had to do anything. In terms of, like, there's been... Aside from, like, hey, you should prepare for your debut, there hasn't really been, like, too many things where it's just like, Clio, we need you to do this, like, right now. Clio, you need to do this right now. The only time I can think of that really happening was I had to record the voice line for the debut stuff. Congrats on 39k, thank you. Oh, thank you. Oh, I guess we hit 39k. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I don't know. We have other things that I have to take part in, obviously, so that's, you know, mandatory. And then, like, everything else is pretty chill. Everything is just super duper chill. You don't have to... Like, I can't think of anything, really, that was company mandated that I've had so far. Aside from, like, debuting. Aside from debuting, I think there's, like, the only thing, really. Will I do a 40k stream for 40k followers? I don't know. Clio sell the coffee? I think I do a good job of selling the coffee. My lore video is 70% Lumi, 30% Clio. Yeah, it was 100% shitpost. I did take my one chance to debut in a VTuber company to, shitpost. Don't underestimate me, guys. Like, Sleepy and Mary had these really heartfelt and... very beautiful lore videos, and then mine is an absolute shitpost. And I did that on purpose, because I thought it would be funny if my lore video was a shitpost. So that's why it's that. It was great in its own way. You helped kill Caesar? No. I was just one of the ones that grabbed the knife and then I rubbed blood on my robes. I grabbed some of the other blood from the other people and then I rubbed it over my robes to make it look like I also took part. I did not take part in the great vibe checking of Julius Caesar on the 15th of March, 44 BC. I did kill Alexander the Great? No, I didn't. It was merely a... I shouldn't say the thing that I was going to say. Because VTuber stuff. I was going to say it's just business, but, yeah. What's my alibi, then? I killed John Paul Marat? I don't think I did. The vibe checking of Julius Caesar was amazing. The worst vibe checking was, I don't know. Cicero was very annoying. I don't think he deserved to die. I don't think he deserved to die in the way that he did. But he did have a very sad death. Poor Cicero. Or Cicero. Old mate Cicero. He was very annoying, though. He was very, very annoying. Jesus? Yeah, pour one out for JC. The other JC. Would I have vibe checked Pompeii? I don't think I can kill a volcano. I can slap a tornado. I can dry up a sea. Am I Matt Hardy posting right now? Fucking hell. I feel sorry for the people who aren't into, like, professional wrestling at all. Because you don't get the references that I make, like, every stream. None of you will get the references. But if you're into wrestling, you'll really appreciate all the stupid fucking things I say. A Matt Hardy reference in 2025? He's still going. He's wrestling in, I think, TNA with his brother. Wrestling homework for Clio streams? No, you just need to have, like, a passing knowledge, I guess, of various things. It's not too in depth. He's still going, yeah. He is still going. It feels like the fate of all professional wrestlers is that if you either wrestle till you're like 90 years old and never retire, or maybe you have multiple retirements and come out of retirement because you need to pay your debts or something, or I guess now you have a really shit podcast in which you just insult the current product of professional wrestling as being bad or soft. Those seems to be the two paths that most of the most wrestlers seem to be going. I remembered when it was just The Art of Wrestling by Colt Cabana, and I really liked listening to that back in the day. And yeah, and then all of a sudden I look at the wrestling podcast scene and it's like, what the hell is this? Where does the Crash Out Drugs Pipeline McGregor style fit into that? That was more in like the 80s and 90s rather than today. Goldberg eats corn the long way. It's a very good sign. Do I believe in Joe Hendry? He exists, yes. Say his name and he appears. Super Eye Patch Wolf is responsible for getting you into wrestling. He does a good job about like introducing you to like the big storylines. I watched his... I can't remember what one it was, but he did one of the videos that was really interesting. I think it was just the first one that he did about professional wrestling. There was also, I don't know if you guys get this reference, he kind of got like chased off the internet for being not a nice person, or having like a sketchy past. Max Landis did a video he did a really good comedy sketch about like why professional wrestling is really good. What did he do? He was accused of like a lot of bad things by a lot of women. I'm not gonna say it on stream. I think maybe, yeah, wrestling isn't wrestling. I think it's probably still fine to watch. Accused? I mean, I have no idea if any of them were real or not. But yeah, that was back in, I think that was before like everything happened. It's showbiz, yeah. What is my favorite era / promotion of wrestling? New Japan Pro Wrestling? Probably New Japan Pro Wrestling 2017, I think. Basically the peak of Okada versus Omega, I think, is probably like my favorite. I genuinely think the 2 out of 3 falls match that they did is I think that might be my number one for professional wrestling. I think that might be the number one professional wrestling match of all time. And I think it might be I think if you had to get people into the product, I think that one is like just like the epitome of like good storytelling. It's just 2 guys fighting to try and prove who's better, right? This is very easy to understand storytelling. Very, very easy. And so it's peak. It is peak. Yeah, New Japan before like Bullet Club fucked off and all that jazz. And then AEW raided the roster. Anyway, sorry, we're talking about wrestling. We should be talking about football. Better than Zach Bryan? Maybe I would put Zach Bryan higher. Maybe. Maybe. Sorry, we're talking about the wrong thing. We're talking about the wrong thing. Let's see if this works. I don't know if this is going to work because I think I will have to crop it. But bear with me as I do this. Oh, that is really small. Why is that so small? Why is this really tiny? Why is this so small? Bigger. Oh, that's too big. I guess I can crop this. And this. and this, and this. Because you guys don't need to see that. You don't need to see the border, the grey border, but I'll make it a bit bigger. I suppose you need to see the whole pitch, right? And then I'll smudge on over. Put that there. And then I'll stick myself here. I make myself a bit taller. How about this? Does this work? So I have a really small... Oh, Jesus. What am I doing? I've grabbed myself. Help. What am I... Okay. That was weird. How tall should I go? Does this look good? Because on my stream, I'm friggin' tiny. I'm like a fucking smurf right now. And Gargamel's gonna kill me. Let me open the stream. Maybe that'll help. Do I look appropriately sized? Is this a good size for the chat? Full body? I'm too small. I'm too small. I think maybe like this? Maybe this is appropriate? How about I get the actual stream open instead of my YouTube preview? I need to mute this. Ah! I don't want to hear my own voice. Okay. Why does YouTube chat default to live top chat over live chat? I don't understand. But yeah, I guess what we could do is also come up with some football chants. Come on, Aaron, score some fucking headers. Actually, well, we need to, that's what we're going to decide today, guys. We need to decide who is playing in what position. So yes, today's stream, sorry, I just tangented for like how long? 30 minutes? Sorry, I tangented for 30 minutes. My bad, guys. Let's actually do the whole bit of the stream, because I might not have enough time. I've got to get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow, guys, I think. Because I'm going to be on... I think I'm on Phase Weekly. I think I'm on Phase Weekly this week. Which is in, I think, 6 a.m. my time. So that's in, like, 9 hours. I think. So I've got to get up, like, you know, obviously before 6 a.m. Lottie, what are you doing? Don't hump the toy. I'm sorry, Lottie, you're being very cute, but you're in the way. Thank you for Red Heracross for the super chat, by the way. And also thank you, Kevin, for the super chats. I'm going to reenact Ange Postecoglou. Congratulations to Ange Postecoglou, first Australian to win a major tournament as a manager. Yeah. I did want Tottenham to win because I don't like Man United, and also I think it's funnier if Man United lost than Tottenham losing. And also, you know, a little biased because he's Australian. Yeah. Sorry to any United fans. No hard feelings. I pay for coffee, I pay for coffee, I pay for coffee. That could be a good chance, I suppose. Okay, so give me a second as I grab some PNGs of everyone in Phase Connect. There we go. This one will work. Okay. I will grab... First of all, guys, we have our first one on the board. Hopefully I have no idea where this gets downloaded. Lottie, what are you doing? Okay, sorry, she's making noise. Have you ever played Subbuteo? I don't know. I don't think I know what that is. Sorry, you might need to explain what that is. Oh yeah, I guess I need to figure this out, guys. Am I allowed to be a player? Am I allowed to be a player in this situation? Hold us? I could hold you. I could hold you guys. Am I allowed to be a player or am I the coach? I feel like, because we have 29 members, is Sakana the coach? Is Sakana the... I guess Sakana's the owner of the club, right? He would be the owner of the club. Am I the coach and player? Manager, player? Player, manager? Sorry, that's the term. Sakana would be the... What are they called? The Glazers? I guess they're not the Glazers anymore. But who is United owned by? He's the oil chic billionaire owner. Moomy should be the manager? That's true. That's true. Oh, Jim Ratcliffe. That's it. Yeah. And the Glazers. Yeah. I'm one of those football fans who doesn't really pay attention to, like, everything else going on in the football world. I just care about my own team. So, I might just put you guys down for a sec, because I need to. I get distracted by your little mouth. I'm sorry. Where have I downloaded this? Show in folder. Okay, it's going into my downloads. Okay, this is going to be the biggest... Now, hopefully, this doesn't show up on stream. I might just very quickly... Sorry, you can see my cursor here. I'm going to put it in studio mode. I don't know if that works on... I assume this would work on YouTube, right? Hang on, let me check. Studio mode is a godsend. Open as layers. Okay, you can't see it. Let me just double check. Yeah, you're not, I think you're not seeing that. You can't see my folder setup because it's a mess. Also, I think I might accidentally leak something. So first up, we have in, where is my folder gone? Sorry. Sort by modified, please. There we go, that'll make that easier. We have Iori-senpai. So, we need to figure out, guys, where should Iori go? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, defender? Iori should be on the attack. Left back? So Iori is a deer. The deer are very, very fierce creatures. And they're very, like... They're very loyal, right? And they're very... defensive. I don't think of deer as... She is a secret agent, that is true. So she does have something sneaky up with her. Should we make it a bit smaller? Maybe make it a bit smaller. I was of the mind maybe having her in defense, right? I think that could be good. Let's just make that size, yeah. So I think we do need to put her in defense. She could maybe be in the midfield because deer are pretty quick, right? Maybe a defensive midfielder. We also do need to figure out what our formation will be. But I was thinking we could have Iori maybe in a central role, perhaps, because they have, you know, deer have 4 legs, and they're pretty good with their feet. So, you know, she might be able to intercept opposing runs from the opposition, and sort of, you know, get her legs stuck in, stop attacking presses, and then, you know, she can then redistribute the ball. Probably, you know, you want to distribute the ball to your wingers, or, you know, maybe try and do a through ball, like a cheeky through ball, or to her central midfield attacking partner. But I think maybe we could do a centre back, maybe a central attacker, or maybe a winger. I think she's definitely in this part of the field, right? I think she's definitely down here. She's too short for a centre-back. We have to kind of forget about the heights, otherwise no one is going to be tall enough to be on the pitch, except Erina. The only person allowed on the pitch will be Erina, and I can't have 11 Erinas. Because I think she's the only phase member who's, like, actually tall. I think I joined and I'm now like the 3rd tallest phase member, and I'm 5'5", guys. I'm like 5'5", 5'6", and I'm the 3rd tallest person in the company now. Which is not a good sign for our ability to get on to win aerial duels, I'm gonna be honest. Why is everyone so small? Because we're women. We're women. And everyone wants to be, like, cute. And, I don't know. I guess there's no giantesses, really. Rawr. Which is probably for the best, because how the fuck would that be fair in a football field. I think for now, I'm gonna put her... We'll put Iori here in a central midfield defensive formation, because we will need to also figure out formations once we have more players on the pitch. And also, another thing to remember is that we can double up on roles. So once we have our formation down and we are doubling up on roles, because, you know, there's 29 of us and there's only 11 players on the pitch, we'll have, like, I'll have people on the pitch and I'll have them, like, lower opacity. Like, I can do, what is it? This. So we'll have, like, a main person, and then everyone else in that position will be, like, transparent next to them. So, yeah. I think, yeah. Also, Iori is bilingual. Yes, that is a good point. So Iori should be, like, maybe a more authoritative position on the pitch, which, you know, central defending midfielder is that role, right? You are the gap, you are the bridge between the attack and the defense. So having someone who is bilingual would definitely help. So yeah, I think this is a good spot. 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress. Yeet it to Aaron and pray. No, that's Brexit ball. Fucking, I lived under Brexit ball because fucking Sean Dyche was the manager of Everton for 2 years. And having to deal with goddamn, oh fuck, the only hope we have is hoof the ball up the field and hope that someone gets on the header. So that's Iori. Okay, next member, because we're gonna go via gens. Thank you very much for the super chats. 99% short stacks, 100% side girls. Next up in the list, we have Leah. We have Leah senpai. Let's find an appropriate picture. This is a very cute Leah. I will download this one. May I please have this picture? Boop. Leah is a winger, cheerleader. I imagine Leah to be very fast. I think Leah is very fast. You know, she has a background in dance. So I think she might be good at dribbling because she is a dancer, right? So I think Leah would be very good. She's got short stamina. Let's imagine that she, you know, in the perfect situation that everyone is like peak fitness, right? Which is very difficult for VTubers, I know. But I think Leah would be very, very good dribbling up the field with the ball. So I think she is a midfielder, and I think she's either left or right wing on the pitch. I don't think she's a playmaker. I don't think she's the number 9. I don't think she's the central attacking midfielder. I think she's going to be on the sides, running up the pitch, and then swinging across for probably Aaron. Probably Aaron, maybe you? I don't think it should be me. I feel like that's egotistical if I put myself as the striker, guys. But I think at the moment, I think we're gonna put her maybe about here. I think just for now. I don't know if Arana is. I mean, no, sorry, Arnie. I don't know if Leah is left-footed or right-footed. So I'm just going to maybe put them wherever. I'm not gonna be too specific about, like, maybe she could be on the right instead of the left. I have no idea what their dominant feet are. I could have probably asked. But I think, yeah, this seems like a good idea. And I think that's really easy. I think that's a straightforward one. You guys are also all agreeing with me that they should be attacking wingers. Yeah. Oh, did someone ask what FC means? Yeah, it's football club. How did Say So Dear become the Messi? She's not the Messi. She's like the, sorry, I only know Everton players. She's like the Ghana Gay of Everton. She's the central defensive midfielder. She's Casemiro. Was Zidane a central defensive midfielder? Iori is De Bruyne. I thought De Bruyne was the attacking, not the defensive. Ryan Giggs. This is the thing, though. I don't know enough other team players. I only care about Everton. I know the names, but I don't know, like, where they played. I'm not going to be able to remember. Isn't everyone gay in phase? Okay. Haha, very funny. Okay. Next up is Damichi. And Damichi has a big hat. Let's see if I can... Oh my gosh, this picture is too big. That's just the hat. Can I have a... Okay, her hat is really scary. This is the first time I've seen it so close up. Can I have this one? Damichi. Maybe this one. Yeah, this one seems good. Hat? Striker? The thing is she going to be playing with her hat? Is Michiru going to be playing with her hat? Sorry, I've got to do my Arknights dailies really quick. Sorry, bear with me. Oh, never mind, they're finished. Okay. Bloody, calm down. Okay. I don't know. The hat is really... Do we include everyone's outfits as part of their, like, ability, right? I guess the hat is kind of a part of Michi, right? She's good at games. I do know that, yes. But, like, look how big the hat is. Like, I'm almost thinking that the hat means she can cover the entire goal because it's so fucking big. Right? If she's allowed to wear her hat, then nothing's getting past her. Also, isn't Michiru also a cat? Right? Cats are really good at defending. They're good at intercepting balls. She's half cat. Yeah. I honestly think Michiru might be perfect for goalie, right? Great goal reflexes, catching, jumping, big hat to block the balls as well. So I think honestly, I think goalie might be good. NASA's the goalie? I feel like at the moment we're only in the first gen, so you know we've got a lot of people to get through. How about I start we just quick fire people into the first way. This is not, what the heck? I clicked on NASA and I got a picture of Pippa. How did I do that? Oh, these are scary pictures, guys. And I have one where her tail's so big. That's true, NASA's tail's really big. But she might be asleep. And do we want a goalkeeper that's asleep? Yeah? I'm trying to find a picture where she doesn't have the swirly eyes. There's a lot of pictures of NASA Senpai with swirly... Ah, here we go. Okay, I found one. Okay, can I download this one, please? She had the confused face in half the pictures. Okay. Here is NASA. Where's my GIMP gone? There we go. Open as layers. There we go. Here's NASA. So, NASA, obviously, a dragon. I don't know. Where do you put a dragon on a football pitch? Where does a dragon go? Where does a dragon go? She's a striker? She's a goalkeeper? We could have... Oh, Jesus. It feels a bit odd to have two goal candidates in the... Oh, right, I haven't finished transforming it. There we go. It does feel a bit odd to have two goalie candidates in the first gen. Wait, who have I just hidden? Huh? Oh, I'm still transforming it. Can I not do that, please? There we go. There we go. Okay, I was fucking around with the things. So we could... I mean, maybe? Similar reasons, right? Michi is too aggressive to be a goalie. Put Nasser in defense? Nasser is a striker. Michi is 100% an attacker. She's too aggressive. And then what? Nasser and goal? Or Nasser is maybe our 2 forwards so far? Central attacker? Oh, actually, I guess everything that we said about her being a good goalie, because she's cat-like, could impact. Is Nasser allowed to play with the pole? The goal, the tail? I would have to assume yes. Everyone is allowed to have their whole outfit, right? Their whole design. Sorry, don't click that. Mary, no, don't click that. Sorry, I misspoke. No, don't chop it off. I don't think that's very nice. We could have NASA. Now I've got it. You've got it stuck in my head. You've got it stuck in my head that maybe she could hit the ball into the goal with her tail, right? She could also stop shots with her tail. Like, she would probably be able to do really good goal kicks, right? With that tail, like up the pitch. She would have to be awake to be a striker, though. I think goalkeeper might fit. I mean, we can change things back. We can change things around. We're not like locked in yet. Because I do need to download every single person in the thing. Okay, Pipkin Pippa is next, and I know what you guys are all saying. I've already seen it because there's a lot of original jokers in the crowd. No, we shouldn't. Let's have an actual discussion about it. Let's have an actual discussion about where Pippa could go. So Pippa is a rabbit. Rabbits are pretty quick. Rabbits are really, really quick. So she could, I mean, same logic as Leah. Have her on the wings, running up the field, bombing runs up the field very fast. Maybe not the best at crossing, perhaps. Could also have her in a central attacking role, very dribbly, hard to catch. I don't think she's a striker. I think she's doing sneaky runs up the pitch in either a central attacking role or a winger. I don't think she would be a striker, though. Bench? Well, we're going to have every single person on the pitch. But I think we could do this. She is crafty. She has no stamina. Well, it's not about, you have to suspend disbelief that everyone in Phase Connect is in peak physical condition and is able to play a full 90 minutes of football. It's not about their actual athletic ability. It's about where they make sense to go, right? Does she have a gun? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's in the rules that you're not allowed to have a gun on the pitch. I don't think you're allowed to kill the other team. Last I checked. It may have changed since I last played. Okay, we have Temma next. Now, Temma, can I have a half body shot, Temma, please? Do you have a half body shot? Is Temma so small that I can't have a half body shot? Because she's so small. No, here we go. Okay, I have a full body. Now, Temma obviously has her height against her. She has her height against her. I don't think Temma can be a forward. And I don't think Temma can be a defender, because you typically want those players to be tall. I don't know if you can have Temma be a goalie either. That said, Temma has incredible work ethic. She tries really hard. I think Temma could be in the Iori sort of role as well as a central defensive midfield. I didn't actually download the picture. Never mind. Bear with me. Can I download this, please? Oh, wait. Did I download it? Did I download it? Open as layers. I did download it. I just didn't notice. There we go. Okay. I feel like Tenma has to go... Like, Tenma's work ethic is honestly stupid impressive, right? The amount of time that she puts into streaming is incredible. She's got the endurance, she's got the drive, she's got the commitment. She played that Star Wars game and beat the Toads on like level 1 or something, right? I think she has to go like maybe she's a Kante role. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I think she has like the Kante sort of work ethic and drive. She's just always on the pitch. She just never stops trying. I think maybe central defensive midfielder. I think a central defensive midfielder. Did I call her a cunt? No, Kante. N'Golo Kante was the central defensive midfielder for Leicester in the 2016 winning team, and then also the I think was he playing for Chelsea? Where did he go after that? I think he's now is he now playing in the Saudi league or something? I honestly think he's, I think Tenma fits that role quite well. So let's make Tenma smaller. That seems about right scale-wise. And then I think maybe we put Tenma next to Iori. And I think that's a good place for both of them, actually. I think those two, fulfill sort of like similar roles. Maybe. I think she could go box to box. She's a fox. She's very crafty. She's stupidly crafty, right? And she's got the work ethic. 3-5-3, bold. No, so we're just gonna put everyone on the pitch, and then I'll like make people transparent to indicate that they're like in the same position. But I think this is what we're gonna do right now. So that's Tenma, and now finally, rounding out Phase Origins Gen 1, we have Wolfgang Rise Up. All of her friggin' screenshots are shitposts. We have like a screenshot folder for collabs and stuff, and literally every single picture of Uruka is a shitpost. Can I have a not shitpost picture, please, Uruka? Okay, we've got some cute ones. She's got all of her toggles on. Okay, how about this one? This one works. Uruka is centre back. So she's incredible with music. Doesn't really translate to football pitch skills. But she's an amazing violinist, right? So she's good with, playing that, which requires like finger dexterity. Could that possibly be goalkeeper? Because, the skill with violin, I don't know if it really, but she's definitely got like godlike hand strength, right? Maybe? She's also quite tall. Libero, we could have her as a sweeper, but then that would change our formation up. Centre back? Our first centre back, maybe? She is tall. Wouldn't that be a long throw position? You wouldn't want your centre back you wouldn't want your centre backs doing the long throws though, would you? Normally that's like a winger sort of situation. Oh, maybe you would. Bear van der Sar? Maybe. Hang on. Let's get her on the pitch, at least. Try and get her appropriately sized. That is appropriately sized. There we go. I'm not trying to make people bigger or smaller than each other. You know what? Maybe central defender. She is a bear. That's a pretty big... bears are pretty hard to get past. Sorry, my dog is going ballistic over her monkey. So I'm having to, you know, control her. Thank you for the super chats, by the way. Thank you very much. I think maybe centre back, because she's literally a bear, right? She's a goddamn bear. I think she might be a good wall for our goalie, right? I think she might be a good wall to stop any sort of attacking movement up the pitch by the opponents, right? A ball-playing defender, and then she takes the throw-ins because she's got, you know, really good hand strength from playing the violin, right? I think that might be good, yeah. I think that might work. Okay, so that is phase origins. We are on to... Should we do Alias next? Or should we do Lumi first? Because isn't debut order... Is debut order... Origins, Lumi, Alias? It is, right? Okay. Which Lumi do I use? She has 2 folders for the same model. How has she done this? That's a cute Lumi. I like this Lumi. I'm gonna post this one. This one? Yeah. This is a cute Lumi. I've got it. Guys, I'm saving cute Lumis. Okay. I think Lumi is... Lumi did, like, a lot of sport now, right? Didn't she do, like, ice skating and stuff? And she's doing ballet? So, maybe Lumi is a central attacking midfielder? Oh, that's not open as layers, that's open. I don't want to just open Lumi. Open as layers, Lumi. I think... honestly, I like this picture of Lumi, it's very cute. Sorry, rate my picture choices for everyone, by the way. Lumi is deceptively tall. Hang on, I need to make a... Oh, God. She is transcending 2D. What the fuck? Oh no. Okay, we're fine. Okay, I mean, that's about... Yeah, that's the same scale. It's just Michiru's hat is so friggin' big. That Michi hat is so big, it's throwing off my sense of scale. I think maybe we put Lumi central attacking role, right? Any suggestions of other position? I think she's a central attacker. Similar sort of vibes to Michiru. I think she's, you know, she's got the elegance, she's got the gracefulness, she's got, you know, background in dancing. I think she could do some playmaking potential as a central attacker, maybe. False 9. A striker? I think Lumi would get muscled off the ball. That's the thing. I don't know. I don't know if Lumi would be a good striker. She could be, right? She could have really good finesse. Like maybe she's like she's like a first touch finisher, maybe? She is crafty. That is true. She is very evil, gremlin-esque, right? Little sinister Lumi. Sounds like a lemon all-rounder. She could be. I could be convinced that maybe she's like... If we're doing 3 up front, maybe she's like the... Like, we could do like a inverted diamond, right? We could maybe do like an inverted diamond, or we could do like... We could do 2 up front, and she's like the one behind, right? So we could put her like there, maybe. Thank you, my ear trumpet has been struck by lightning. Welcome to the Hackstones. You have a very strange name. Lottie, your monkey just flew away. Calm down in the chat. Don't be thirsty. Okay, so that's Lumi, right? Unless we can move things around. We can move things around. Nothing is locked in. Don't worry, nothing is locked in. We have 2 hours technically to get everyone on the pitch, and then we decide where we put them, right? No one is locked in. Okay, let's go to Gen 2. If we're gonna go debut order, technically I have done it out of the way because I think Leah was first, right? So let's do Gen 2. So we've got Irie. I'm just going through the folders. Okay, let's maybe not have the meme faces. I don't want to snitch on people, but like Irie just has like a picture of her boobs in the folder. Oh, this is a cute Irie. This is a very cute Irie. I like this Irie. Can I download this one? There is just a shot of her boobs. Which, oh, Lottie? I don't think my roomies are due back now. Yeah, this early. Yeah, I'm gonna use this one. It was a cute. Oh, there's so many cute Iries. Damn. Damn, she's cute. Irie is very cute. Yum Yum Bumblebee Bumblebee Tuna. I love Bumblebee Bumblebee Tuna. Yum Yum Bumblebee Bumblebee Tuna. What's the last line? I don't know the last line, but I know Irie does. Now, Irie is... Ooh, I think Irie's like... Obviously, she has like the physicality, I think, of a midfielder. I think this might be quite the controversial take. I think Irie has the physicality of a defender, right? Because she's got weapons. Like, she's a general, right? Irie's a general. She knows what to do on the pitch. She could be the captain. She's pawn? She is pawn. I think maybe a centre-back pairing with Urika could be good. So Urika's main job is just to make sure that Irie doesn't get distracted on the pitch. Right? She's got heavy weaponry, but she also might forget that she's in a match. Is she tall enough? I think we have to like ignore height, because unfortunately most of FaZe is, to use a Kevin Nash term, vanilla midgets. We're too small. All of us are too short to actually be football players. Like, I don't think any of us are even as tall as Messi. Isn't Messi like 5'8"? 5'7"? How tall is Messi? Yeah, I'm 5'5", and I'm the 3rd tallest in FaZe. He's 165. He's 5'6". He's 5'7". He's 5'7". He's 170. Yeah, so he's taller than me by like 2 centimeters. And he's considered small for football. So we kind of have to just like suspend disbelief about height. Aside from Erina, because it just makes sense, because Erina is the tall member. Irie is a wolf. Good stamina, wing back. Yeah, I think she goes, I think at the moment, I think our pair up of Irie and Urika kind of makes sense in the in our back two. I think that kind of makes sense, but I don't know. Like, Urika's got her hands full, not only defending, but also making sure Irie is paying attention, right? Could she go wide? Maybe. I don't know if... Wolves are pretty quick. Maybe we put her as, like, instead of a centre-back, we could put her as the left-back. And not left-back in the changing rooms, as in, like, a left-back. And then, because she's a wolf, she does have the speed to go up. And if she needs to, whipping across, right? Whipping across to whoever is up front. So we could maybe put her on the left back or right back. Maybe. but maybe centre back for now. I think she would be a good defender though, right? She's injury prone. That is true. That is true. She is incredibly unlucky and pawn. So I don't know how that would translate to sport. Okay. First up next, not first up next, that doesn't make any sense. We have Erina, because I guess it's the folders are sorted alphabetical. Can I have a big Erina, please? So, I feel like Erina is Erina Haaland. You might be onto something. You might be onto something. I'm trying to find a good Erina picture. There's quite a lot of them. Maybe if I just do this. Oh, that's a good one actually. Erina with the disgusted face. Actually, it's kind of good. That's kind of good. Lottie, can you calm down, please? Sorry. She is maybe the Phase Connect Peter Crouch. I did see someone say Peter Crouch. She may be Peter Crouch. She may be Erling Haaland. I think this is the main problem. She's either our best defender or our best attacker. Just based on the fact that she's the only tall person. So maybe we put her up here? She's a striker? I think so, yeah. And maybe we drift Lumi back? I don't know. She could be goalkeeper, that's true. Sorry, my voice is dying, bear with me. I need to hydrate, not dehydrate. Second striker. We could do a front two pairing of Erina like as the main striker and then Lumi behind. Maybe. We could do like this. Oh, sorry. We could do like... Oh, I've grabbed the pitch. Can I not grab the pitch? Can you lock? How do you lock in OBS? Oh, not OBS, GIMP. Oh, I guess you can't. Maybe, I don't know if, is that a good front pairing, do you reckon? And then we have Lumi, like, drift back. Erina's, like, the main forward. I guess we could do this, right? Do you reckon that works? It's just everyone is, like, so big on the pitch, I didn't really think about the scale. That I don't know. Lumi is too likely to solo. I think Lumi would be a team player. I think Lumi would pass. Like, our front pairing of Lumi and Erina is a lot of... maybe more like here? Maybe like there? And then Erina's more like there? And then we have our two wingers. Well, actually, our two wingers are these guys, right? So they're more like... They should be more like here. Right? Because we're doing... What have we got? I guess we're doing 4-3-3. I guess I've made 4-3-3. I might have accidentally made 4-3-3. Well, I guess then Michiru like drifts up a little bit. Sorry, I'm thinking about formation and I shouldn't be. Temma, Leah, Pippa link up. Oh, that's true. We do need to think about who would be best for linking up with their forward partners, right? Pippa to Lumi, they have good chemistry, right? They have pretty good chemistry. I think it makes sense to have them on the same side of the pitch. And then I think Leah could do some wicked, like, crosses into... Well, she's, you know, she's Catholic, right? The wicked crosses into the box for Erina Senpai to get onto? Maybe? Ballet dancer. I know, yeah. So I think that might work. I think, tentatively, we'll sit on this, and then let's get more people. So that was Erina. I feel like Erina has to be a striker. She's either striker or goalie. She's either striker or goalie, or maybe defender, but... that will probably be, you know, pretty set. YouTube, can you not tell me that I need to play ads? Also, I tried to experiment with ads yesterday, and then YouTube didn't actually tell me how much I made from ads straight away, so I can't actually tell you if it was worth it or not. I don't know if it was. Panko is next. My daughter Panko is next. Let's get this smug-looking Panko. Let's get the Pank. There we go. I'll download this one because she's wearing glasses. The Pank. Panko is not the ball. She's not the ball. So, Panko is a red panda. They are... Oh... I don't know. She's small. She's small. She's small and Italian. She's a left back. Wouldn't it... What if Panko was Perlo? What if we made Panko Perlo? Think of Lazio? Carvalho? Bears at the back? Yeah, that's true. We could have an all-bear back. Right, I guess. Kind of. Do we have enough bears? Okay, here's Panko. Panko. Italian. Spider Pank. I don't know. Panko is a bit tough to place. Maybe. Oh, I don't know where to put her. A bear link up. She's the manager's wife. No, she has to be on the pitch. All of the phase members have to have positions. Left back? I was thinking maybe. Aaliyah Panko meet up, maybe? I don't know. I think they have good chemistry, maybe. So we could have... I feel like Panko could whip in some crosses. Again. With the crosses. I don't know. What do you think? Panko on the left? Where does my daughter belong in phase? So I played in left back. I guess I can show you when I'm eventually in it, but I can show you all the positions I've played. That's Panko. Wait, the folder for order changed. What? Oh, never mind. I changed the order of it myself. Sorry. Remy is next. Oh, okay. This is perfect. The first picture is fine. There we go. Okay, give me a second. I accidentally closed OBS. There we go. Wemmy's gonna get benched? No! Everyone has to have a position on the pitch. This is like the biggest GIMP file I think I've ever had. Well, the biggest one I've made, definitely. I need to make her smaller and also Panko smaller. I don't know. Ooh, Remy, I imagine Remy to be quite fast. Striker? She has wings. She is immortal. That's true, she is immortal. She seems to survive the most cataclysmic events happening constantly. She's a fast striker. Do you think maybe she's in the same position as Michi then? Wings equals winger. That's true. That's good logic. This is the whole squad, not just the first team. Yes, this is the whole squad. Wing equals winger. Yeah, wings equals winger. Maybe we have her alongside Leah Senpai, right? Just put them there. They have similar color schemes as well. We'll have enough to play 2.5 teams. We could in fact make a Phase Connect versus Phase Connect match. What position gets fouled the most? Normally your midfielders. Normally your central attacking midfielder is probably the one who gets fouled the most. Okay, that's I can't argue with that logic, to be honest. I think winger equals... having wings equals winger. Okay, I have... okay, there's 2 folders for Rie. Is this the... oh, okay. How about we go with default Rie? That might be a good idea. If I can find it. Bust shot. Boop. 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 What do you think Rie would be? Right back? Really? I don't know about that. For me, Rie isn't... I don't think she's defender material. She has a lot of screenshots. I'm having to go through a lot. There we go, that's a cute one. Okay. She's a princess. She's royalty. That's true. That is true. That is true. Right. Make her small. Transform. I don't know. I don't think she goes right back. I don't... Goalie? Hime midfield? Maybe put her in the same position as Pippa? She's a striker? She's freaky, that's true. She's very freaky. Which could be good as a defender, right? So, because she's like so freaky. Well, you could also use the logic for like the defensive, right? Like she's not gonna... well, she could draw fouls by being freaky. But she could also like dispossess the opponent off the ball. Because, you know, she wants to have the most attention on her because she's the princess. She wants to be the striker. That's true. That's true. She is very short, though. But I guess we all are short. We can't really use height, aside from Erina's case. You know what? Maybe in the same position as Panko? They have quite a little bit of overlap, right? Sorry, my dog's... speaking of freaky, my dog is being freaky with her monkey. So I'm having to... she's relatively average in terms of height. She comes across as very short. I don't know, maybe she has a very short personality. Where's Panko? Panko. There's Panko. Okay, move you there. Okay. I think maybe there works, right? The say-don't overlap? Yeah. I think that kind of fits. Am I in trouble? By the way, I have the pitch in the pitch I have burn-in on my monitor right now. I have the pitch is currently burnt in. I don't know how to deal with that. How do you... I guess it's just... that's just something that happens. Okay, Sheena is the last of Gen 2 to put on the pitch, so let's grab Sheena. So Sheena's a seamstress. She's like the star seamstress. And she has the bees. She has Sad Bee. She's very graceful. She is also a crab. That's true. And crabs have 8 legs. And 2 big claws. What if she's Sad Bee is the ball? That could be good, yeah. Sad Bee could be the ball. What if she's a goalie? Because she's got big claw hands on her model. Right? Like, obviously she's very short, but I think her massive hands make up for that, right? She could be a really good goalie. I don't have any of the canny Sheena, unfortunately. I think I only have default Sheena. So put that weapon away. Which one should we go for? I'll just use the default, which I think is the first one. She does have the scissors as well with her original form, right? Those could be very dangerous on the pitch. Because if Michiru's allowed her hat, then I guess theoretically Sheena can have her scissors. But I think if we rely on her being her crab form, her, you know, her absolutely, what is it? Crabsolutely awesome form, she could definitely stop some goals. So I think that makes sense. So let's go grab Sheena. Hey, there we go. Scale her down, make her similar size to NASA. Oh, that's a bit too small. Yep, that looks about good. Transform. Oh, and NASA's tail is completely covering her. There we go. How about that? Yeah, me more. You're a crabsolute legend. Since we're already using Shaolin soccer logic, everyone should be armed. That's true. I mean, well, Erin is a friggin' cyborg. That's kind of cheating. She has augmentations. She is beyond the limitations. I mean, well, then also Lumi's a star thief. Okay, so that's all of Gen 2. So now we go to Invaders 1, which is Dizzy, Jelly, and Ember. So let's go grab you guys. What if I download them all first? Can I have a normal jelly? She has lots of cute jellies. There's lots of cute jellies. Oh my god, there's so many jellies. Wait, how many pictures are in this folder? There's a lot of jellies. I have many jellies. This one will do. This jelly will do fine. Actually, this is like old jelly. Maybe a more recent jelly picture would be good. Okay, yeah, let's just use her most recent one then. Her form doesn't really change too much, right? Also, we do have Michiru's most recent form. And then I have Leah's most recent. And then we have Ember's most recent. And we have Iori's most recent. I'm being inconsistent, sorry guys. Jelly is the orb. She's the Jelly is the ball? No. No, let's not have Jelly be the ball. That's terrible. That's not Leah's most recent, is it? Oh my god. She is the ball. Jelly is cute. She is. She's very cute. Everyone in FaZe is cute. Transform. Except you, who is cool, I guess. Although I think Ember prefers to be maybe considered cool, not cute. I don't know. I don't know where Jelly goes. We have more royalty. We have more royalty. Right? Because she's a princess. But she's an alien princess. She is aggressive? Sorry, my dog is being a pain in the ass. Could put... Maybe... I think, like, you know, Jelly has good chemistry, obviously, with Lumi, because they're married. But she's very small. She's technical and cerebral. You kind of want technical and cerebral on as your left back or your right back, right? Opposite side divorce arc. Clio, how do you stream all the time? I don't. Are they still after the quiz? I think things are cordial. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know if there's any domestics still ongoing. I haven't checked. Maybe we put Jelly here. I don't know. I don't know. Jelly, I think Jelly is... She would obviously have very good link-up play with Lumi, right? So maybe having her on the same side of the pitch as Lumi would make sense. Yeah? I think maybe we put Jelly here. Okay. That's Jelly. Now we have... Ember. 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 And Ember's quite the big girl.
Are you?
So we need to figure out where she goes. Where does Ember go? Ember a no-nonsense centre-back? You might be onto something. She's a centre-back. I love Bane posting. It's my favourite thing. She also has, you know, she's got the ability to burn things down, which I don't know if you're allowed to do that on the pitch. I think that might be against the rules. But we've also got her in a casual outfit. So maybe Ember is a good centre-back to go with Uruka, perhaps? Have her in the same position as Irie, right? Like that? Maybe where is she? Is she this one? There we go. I think maybe that works, right? Defender? She's more of a forward. She has punched a son. That's pretty impressive. Maybe Ember is our... Maybe here then? Similar situation to Lumi? Intergalactic. I know, she'd be the dirtiest defender of all time. She'll take red cards every game. They're quite different. Well, if we're going on the fact that she is physically impressive, which she is, we could put her next to Arena, right? Target forward. That honestly, you may have convinced me. I was thinking she'd be a great defender, but maybe she does have this. Maybe she's like friggin' Michael Keane, sorry, Everton player, who is a defender his entire career, and he's not very good, unfortunately. And it turns out he was actually better at being a forward the entire time. Do you support any clubs? Yes. I am unfortunately cursed with the status effect of being an Everton supporter from birth. So Harry Maguire? Yeah, but I think Slabhead is actually pretty good at football as a defender, right? Isn't he okay at defending? Michael Keane is... he has swings and roundabouts, I guess. But maybe we put Ember there. Everton debuff? Yeah, I've said the joke when Pride happens, because I think, Pride is June? Is it June or July? It's June, right? Yeah. I have a planned tweet lined up for when Pride happens to come out as an Everton fan officially, even though I've already revealed that. Because I think that banger tweet doing numbers, doing numbers with the tweet. Zinger in the chamber loaded. Everyone posts their pride flags. And I've got the Everton logo in the background. You have to be very brave to be publicly an Everton fan. You have to be very, very brave. Unfortunately, we really don't have much going for us. So, yeah. Lottie, don't whine. Sorry. Why am I looking at my own stream and not the folders? Okay, Dizzy. Dizzy Dokoro. Does she have her new model? She does not have the new model. We are looking at OG Dizzy. Because, all I'm saying is that if Dizzy was the team medic, I would go down with injuries constantly. That's for damn sure. Ah! I pulled my groin! I've pulled my groin! Someone bring the medic over! Help! 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 I've pulled my groin! Help! Just every 5 minutes? I'm joking! I'm joking! No, when you pull your groin, you have to, they like do the thing where they lean on your leg and then they like apply pressure to it. Sorry. All I'm saying is I'm a big fan of her new form. It's very lovely. Anyway, Dizzy. Dizzy has, well, she's dead. So where's Dizzy? Is Dizzy the goalie? Is Dizzy another goalie? She also has some pretty good weaponry. She's not very mobile either. So centre back or goalie? Don't say she counts as 2 extra balls on the field. She's the striker that always dives? I don't think she'd dive. I think Dizzy is maybe a similar position to Arena. Not Arena, sorry, Irie. I think maybe we put her here. She's not the right size. I need to make her smaller. Make you smaller. There we go. Everyone's scale of the pictures are very different, so it kind of makes it lining up is a little bit difficult. But we could put maybe her here. Can I grab you two and maybe just give us a little bit extra room down here to work with? We also, yeah, we will need to figure out our formation. Like at the moment, I just have us in a 5. I guess we have us in a 5-3-2, kind of. But it's more of a 4. It's more of a 4-4-2 at the moment. Actually, now that I look at it, it's actually just a 4-4-2. We're playing proper Brexit ball, 4-4 fucking 2. Get the ball up the field to Arena and she scores a header, and then we don't have possession for 90% of the game. That's probably how it's going to go at the moment, our current formation. Just make the formation after we have everyone down. 4-4-2 diamond. Yeah, well, we kind of have a diamond in the middle, but it's not. It's like a flat diamond. Okay, so that is Invaders. Now we have Gen 3. So we have Amy. Amy is up first. Where does Amy go? Excluding recent events involving Amy and her health, where do we put her? So she is a hamster turned human. She is incredibly resilient. She is incredibly resilient. So maybe we put her, but like I remember Amy subbing in for Phase Wars, right? She was incredibly versatile. So maybe her versatility is her strength. So maybe we have her in a situation where she's in the same sort of spot as Michiru. She's a hamster, so she's all about running fast, right? Because they gotta work out that they gotta burn through the wall, the wheel, right? Does she have any? I'm trying to. She's crying in this picture. I feel like I shouldn't include a picture of Amy crying. The scale is all wrong. The scale is all wrong. I'll go with this one. Okay. Over here we go. Hopefully open it. Did it download? I have no idea. It did. Okay. Amy, I think, maybe goes with Michiru. Actually, I think it actually makes sense. I think she actually is maybe almost like the equivalent of Messi. I think our Messi is Amy Asami. Do you see the vision? She's fast, she's small. She can maneuver really quickly. She's a hamster. She's autistic. No, I think a Messi kind of fits. Have you ever seen the videos of, by the way, have you ever seen the videos of Lionel Messi? Where he's like very, how do you say it? He's, how do I say this nicely? He's being autistic. He's very neurodiverse. I don't know. And then there's there was like video of that one guy doing like an impression of him. And it's just like, wow, he's like he's somehow channeled all of his, like, I don't know, not to say superpower, because I don't want to like demean how autism works or make fun of how it works, but like he put his superpower is in football. Sorry, yeah, Lottie is very happy because I'm playing with the monkey, and so she's very wound up. You can probably hear her scamper off when I throw the monkey. So she's very, yeah, she's a bit of a savant. I think Amy kind of might be in that position. She has all the same physical characteristics as Messi, right? Small, fast, maneuverable, hyperfixates on things, has the vision, because she's able to turn her head. She can also lean, she can turn her head, like a lot. She can see everywhere, right? I think maybe she is the Messi of Phase Connect. She's non-verbal. I think she might fit there. Okay, I think I'm cooking with that position. I think I'm cooking with that evaluation. Okay, next up is Hina. Oh, we have many pictures. Oh, that's really nice. Amy took the time to name all the pictures so I can see what ones to pick up. Thank you. Half body, that is what I need. Half body, oh, crying. I don't want you crying. Half body. Oh, this is a cute. This one. Happy. I like the happy. Happy Hina. Happy Hina. Amy is known as the fumbler. I believe in her. I believe in Amy's ability to maintain control of the ball as she maneuvers up the pitch. Hina, I think... So I always have the image of Hina as very tall, right? But she does have wings, right? So maybe she is a winger? I didn't download the picture. What? Where's the picture? Did it not download? No, it did. Where's the picture? Can I have the picture, please? Open his layers. Thank you for the super chat. You've seen enough to throw them into the Champions League next year, guaranteed first place in the table and champions. I think, look, I think if we manage to get into a group with, like, I don't know, fucking the what's its face? The Greek team and the Romanian team and the friggin' Uzbeki team, I think we maybe have a chance to get out of groups. I don't know if we can make it through the knockout stage. Oh, right, there's a new Is there a new format? Okay, Hina is very cute. She is also a priestess. And she also has wings. So I think, by that logic that we used for Remy, I think we put her over here. And it makes sense to put her with Pippa, because she is a big fan of Pippa. So I think if we put Hina there, and then we maybe move Pippa a little bit, I think that makes sense. Yeah, I think that fits. Hina's. Yeah, I mean, she's got heavy weaponry. She's got powers. She can fly. I think she could probably whip in a mean cross to Arena or Ember. And, yeah. I don't know what formation we're doing yet. I really don't. Which player is getting red carded first? Temma. Thank you for the super chat. I think Temma is getting red carded, which may be a problem because she is our central defensive midfielder and we kind of need her to be on the pitch the entire time. Okay, that is Hina done. Next up is Muyu, the alchemical genius. Muyu. Now, I think Muyu is very cute. The alchemical purple smoke. That was it. Sorry, I forgot the purple smoke. No, she's the great purple smoke. What is it? What is Muyu's other nickname? She's the ball. We can't have everyone be the ball if they're small. I guess this is the picture we're gonna have. Cute Carthy. Yes, very cute. She's the Poyola phase. I kind of like that. Maybe we put her in the same position as Jelly. Right? Why is everyone down here? I need them on the top. There we go. Free supers? They're not free. Thank you for the super chats, though. What if we put her with Jelly? I think maybe similar vibes in terms of playstyle, but I don't know. She is very small, but she's a cow, right? And cows are very strong and sturdy. So actually, maybe we put her as a centre back. And she's very smart, so she'd be able to stop, like, defenders from getting past her. So she's got horns as well. She's got the bell. She would eat the pitch. No, I think she wouldn't eat the pitch. I think she might be our centre back, maybe on the left with Urika. I'm trying to move people and I'm failing miserably. Can you not? I'm trying to move them. There we go. I'm trying to separate everyone like that, just so we have a little bit more clearance because we still have a lot of people to put on the pitch now, and we're kind of overlapping a lot. Aren't most pitches artificial now? I don't know. So that's Muyu, and then Rooney is our last one for Gen 3, sorry. Let's find a lovely Rooney picture. Just kidding, there's no such thing as a not lovely Rooney picture. Hear me out, Wayne Rooney. Honestly, I think you've yeah, Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney. Okay, never mind. So she's going into attacking midfielder, well, Rooney was like a striker, right? Because when he played for Everton, which is when I actually cared about him, he was more in the midfield, but maybe in the Lumi role? She's also very trickster-y, and I think she would be able to draw fouls a lot from the ref. Right? I think she would be really good at making the defenders foul her, and then she would draw, like, free kicks and stuff. So I think she goes right here with Wayne Rooney. There we go. I think that makes sense. She's evil. She is very evil. I feel like I'm right. I know. I feel like I'm coming up with some good suggestions here, but I did steal the Wayne Rooney part from chat. Thank you very much. Clio takes all the free supers to the yard. I don't. Thank you for the super chat, though. Kilroy was here. And thank you, Sast Zabaden. And thank you, Cult of Personality. And thank you, Shoei. Thank you for the super chats. Okay, so that is Gen 3 finished. And now it is JP Kaleido. So up first is you. So let's try and find you. I only have full bodies of you. Wait, no, hang on. What about this? Okay, problem solved. Beautiful you. Where does you go? She is the ultra sexy genius detective. So where does she go? Between Hime and Clio? No comments. No comments. Where do we put her? I've lost OBS. Where's GIMP? There we go. I'm actually not sure where we put her. She is the second tallest in phase. That is true. She is the second tallest in phase. She's smart. She's got the intelligence. She could potentially be a playmaker, right? Smart central midfielder, problem solver. Does that make her more defensive or attacking? She's a playmaker? Let's bring these two over here, because now we have 3 in the midfield. Now we have 3 as our central attacking midfielders. Let's put Michiru above you then. Oh, never mind, the hat is in the way. Never mind, the hat. I forgot about the hat. Maybe there? I think maybe she's a Steven Gerrard sort of type. Yeah, I mean, I think she is like a central attacking midfielder. I'm 70% sure that if you got all the phase girls onto a pitch, there would be a brawl with the crowd. Really? I don't know. We do need a backup for our right back. We need a backup for our right back. So, but we do have all of... We do have all of JP to go through. So we've got next up, Clara. Do I have a half body of Clara? I have full bodies. Can I have a half body? That works. Clara is chaotic. She's very chaotic. She's very mischievous. She is... I don't know where she goes. She's freaky. Yeah. Where does she go? Is that about... We could put her with the freaky... I'll just have our left back just be really freaky. We could just have her be like... This could just be our freaky position. Right? We just have all the very, very... The lunatics of phase all together. But maybe we put her... here? I feel like here kind of works. I don't know, because she's also a rabbit, right? She's a bunny. So similar logic to Pippa, but we could just have her on the opposite side of the field. Okay, the pitch is not big enough for everyone. I also need to maybe move you guys a little bit up. That kind of works. Don't defenders get more fouls? The right side is currently understaffed. Yeah, well, we still have 3 more members of JP and then us in Quest as well. And I feel like I have some thoughts about where we can put people. And it's also not decided yet, right? We don't have our goalies decided. Like, we don't have every position decided. We're just kind of putting people in the spots and then we'll figure it out. Up next we have Loki. I believe Loki is actually quite tall, right? And she does have the power of a god, correct? Because she is a goddess. And she's kind of evil, right? She's center back. I kind of agree with you. She's also super strong, right? She's like a very, very strong. I feel like she's either a center back or maybe we put her in a position that she can muscle people off the ball. She's also very tall. That's true. Because I was almost thinking we could put her as a right back, right? Just like as a tall, imposing right back who does make runs off up the pitch. She can boss people off the ball. Like, she can boss the attacking left winger off the ball and then do another counter attack as well. I think that could work. Defensive mid could also work, yes. So let's get her on the field. And then I'm kind of like a pressing right back. Yeah. Like, I kind of think she kind of goes here. Like, she could go as a defensive midfielder, definitely. But to give more flexibility of the team, I think we could have her in either position. But having her as like a very physically impressive right back, because at the moment our left back and right back players are very small. So I guess Rie is kind of normal height. But we do have Panko and Jelly, so we might need maybe more physically impressive players in those positions. Loki has chemistry with Temra as well. Yeah. I mean, we do have a bit of a JP like link up, right? We have Loki to Iori and Temma, into Michiru and Yu in the middle. We also have on the left, we have Clara at the moment. Like, if we just have like the JP link up, NASA kicks the ball to Loki, I think we could really do some damage, right? We could right? Right? I think that kind of works because it's a good switch, right? Actually, hang on, that would be a crazy switch. So we feint the attack on the right. We feint our attack on the right by having NASA quick ball out from goal to Loki. Loki then first touch passes to Iori. I'll just use it. I'll use Loki as the ball for now, and then Iori now has the link up to Clara or Yu or Michiru, whoever's in the middle. And then, you know, we have, at that point, then you have maybe if Yu gets the ball, then Clara runs up to here, and then a quick cross into Erina, and then, right? I think that works. We switch the ball from right to left, confuse the opponent team. I think that kind of works, right? Yes, we are missing a few members because we haven't got to them yet. So that was Loki. Now is Memory. Now Memory does have wings. She can fly, but she's also like really small. Like, Memory is very, very small. She's very, very short. So I don't know where we put her. We have to maybe size, like, enlarge her. Shoot her with like a ray that makes her taller. So she's of the same scale as everyone else. We probably have to do that with all of FaZe. But she does have wings. She does have wings. And so we could have our third right wing be Memory, perhaps? And Memory is also really hardworking. Like, she puts in so much effort to making collabs and everything. I think she does have the energy to be like an attacking player. All of this implies you could get the girls onto the pitch. This is in the hypothetical scenario that FaZe Connect is not a VTuber company, but is in fact a football club. And I am having to put together the team. So let's get this memory onto the pitch. And I think we continue the theme of having our winged members be on the wings, right? Even a picture is already short. So I think maybe we put memory right here. And that way we have JP representation across our midfield. So we don't have to worry about language issues. But maybe in this hypothetical, everyone can speak everyone's language. So we are able to deal with any issues of that. Let's just move Pippa a little bit so she can see. There we go. Maybe we bring Leah also to the front, just so Clara doesn't clown her out. Maybe it's better the other way. Clara's hair is very annoying. We should maybe put Clara there, and then put Remy there, and then Leah there. That works. That works a bit better. Just Clara's hair was so big. There we go. Yeah. I think that works. Okay, so now we have Loki. No, not Loki, sorry. Pico. We've already done Loki. Oh. Guys? I don't know if I have many pictures. Oh, no, we do. So Pico-chan can flashbang the enemy with her brightness and her energy. So Pico does have unlimited endurance, right? She's an attacker, right? Blind the defenders with her bright aura. I kind of agree with you. We could have a little bit of a switch up in the attack. Instead of having just our forwards be quite physically impressive big women, we could also have a chihuahua that never stops running. Perhaps? Do you guys see the vision? Do you see the vision? If we put her here, maybe bring Ember forward. Like so. Kinda? Box to box midfield. She does also fit as a box. Actually, wait, hang on a second. That also works though, right? We do have a very JP heavy midfield, a central defensive, but she does kind of fit as a box to box midfielder, central defensive midfielder. Runs for days, never stops running, always go to go, like never, just keeps going. Sorry, I don't know how to friggin' speak right now. Which layer is this? This one. I think that maybe fits as well. Pico would be a good goalie because she can blind the opponents. That's true. That's true as well. I think maybe we put her there. Bring Iori. We do have more room in the middle, so we could put these guys there. Maybe there. Actually, yeah, I kind of like this. I kind of like this place with Pico. But she could also be like... Her blinding nature could fit anywhere, right? It is kind of OP that you can stop the opponent players from being able to... from being able to see. So that is all of JP Gen 1. Can we now move on to FaZe Invaders Quest? So up first is Sleepy. And I like this sleepy face. This is a very good sleepy face. I have lots of sleepy faces from when we were hanging out. We have lots of little fun expressions that we have from when we finally all got our models and we were just going screenshot, 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 screenshot. There's lots of very good sleepies and Marias. Okay. Sleepy. I don't know where we put Sleepy. I'm gonna be honest. I have just opened Sleepy as a new folder. Sorry. Open Sleepy as a new layer. Sleepy. There we go. Sorry, I just flashbanged you with Sleepy. She should be on the wing. So she's got heavy weaponry. She's got a lot of physical prowess. Striker, she's a sharpshooter. Does she maybe go with here then? I feel like we're stereotyping our forwards here. I feel like we're stereotyping our forwards. Should she go here or here? Link up with Pippa? That makes sense. That does make sense. With Lumi and Rooney? We might need to move Rooney ahead. Actually, Rooney does have really big hair. Some of the girls have really big hair, so it makes it very awkward to overlap the pictures. Maybe just do that. Yeah, I think that works, right? Long range goals, so she should be, yeah, maybe she's like McNeil? Jesus, I'm so sorry. Sorry, my dog is barking up a storm. What are you barking at? She is barking at ghosts. She is barking at ghosts, so I have no idea. Okay, that is that. And then Mary is next. That's Discord. Can I have... Where is it? This one. There we go. Let's do Mary. This is a beautiful Mary. Waterboy? She's royalty. I feel like Mary needs to... I've lost OBS. Why have I done that? Okay. Mary, no, we can't have players be cheerleaders. They need to be on the pitch. So they need to have roles on the pitch. So let's grab Mary. And let's figure out where she goes. Where the flip-flop do we put her? Mary's in goal? So she's a goldfish princess. She is Fent. She is a yapper. Where do we put Mary? She does love trucking. She does love fucking. And she does love cranking her hog. So where do we... Maybe she's a defender then. She's a genius? Slide whistle, yeah. I think defense? I think maybe, yes, she is a defender. So we have a little bit of overlap. A little bit of overlap. Let's try and move people so they're not so overlapping. Look, bring these down. There we go. Bring these guys up a little bit. We are a little bit weak on our left and right back, but I mean, I think that's fine, right? She'll park the bus when needed. That's true. Fullback so she can chat with the goalie and coaches. That's true. Can't wait to see us win the World Cup. No, she's not going to be the water boy or girl because she's on the pitch. Everyone needs to have a position on the pitch. Okay, that's Mary then. And then finally there's me. We've saved the worst for last. I actually don't know if anyone else in FaZe has played football. So which... I'll do this one. I think this is my charm point. I'll have this be my charm point. Can I have a download? Yes, thank you. I probably didn't need to download this. I think I have the picture on my computer already. But there we go. Okay, so I did say I would tell you guys where I played. So when I played football, let me just shrink myself down to size. Ooh, I'm very big. That looks about right. So I actually played as, originally, I was on the left wing. Sometimes I covered in the central midfield, but I was on the left wing, and then I eventually ended up as a forward. And then one of our defenders got injured. I think he broke his leg, because this was like a club level, and I was on a mixed team. Because there were no women's teams back then, or girls teams, because I was a teenager. So I had to play on the mixed team, and then I think I ended up as the replacement left back. So I would have been here. And then, after I was in defense for like 2 years, I ended up as a central attacking midfielder, because it turns out that I had a lot of vision. I don't know. I was pretty good at it. So I was the central. I was kind of like the De Bruyne of my club. And I also played that position for school. So I was kind of here, but I don't know. Just based on Phase Connect, where should I be? So what are my characteristics? I can't decide this, guys. You need to be the ones that decides. How long did I play? So I played, like growing up in Ireland / the UK, you kind of just play football regardless. It's just something that always happens. You think center does it work? Grand strategist? Okay, that feels a little egotistical to put myself here, to be honest, but ooh, it's very tight. Sorry, Rie. I'm stealing this spot right here. Yeah, so it's very common when you're younger to play football. You play or you're ostracized. Yeah, exactly. You play or you're ostracized. And so I played and I watched that. Like, my parents were into football. I went to Everton matches when I could. I was still mainly focusing on swimming, but then when swimming started to slow down because I wasn't good enough, I kind of started doing like a soft switch to football before a full switch. So for school and club, on a club level, because we didn't have women's teams or girls teams back then, so I did play on mixed teams instead. I was here, then here, then here, then here. And then for school, by the time I was playing for school, it was just here. There we go. Have you ever met a pro player? I think so. You are an onion, by the way. Thank you for the 2 super chats. I'm not an onion, and it's not soccer, it's football. So if I have to put myself there because I'm supposed to be the smart, intelligent strategist, I guess I have to be a central attacking midfielder because I have the vision, right? I guess that kind of makes sense. I'm Thomas Muller, I guess. Hopefully without the lederhosen. You remember playing in school? A buddy and I would loiter around the goal chatting. Yeah, that's fair. I guess I'm the playmaker. But I feel like that's egotistical of me to say. I feel like Amy is better in that role. But how do you feel about this at the moment, guys? What do you think about this? Also, what was that? Our defenders are literally the football, a literal god seems to be good. I feel like this is good. I think we're maybe a little weak on our left back and right back. Maybe. But, I mean, it's the players that are more likely to be substituted are your centre backs and your midfield and your forwards. So, yeah. We might need a third keeper. Oh yeah, I can move you guys down a little bit. There we go. Can't do worse than United. Can Saka be the ball? Maybe? So we need to decide our formation. So currently we have our 4 defenders. Technically we have a 5th defense, kind of an essential defender. And then we also have we have 3 attacking midfielders and then 2 forwards. So we're kind of doing a 5-3-2 at the moment. Do defenders get switched out a lot? Normally, not really. It's normally your centre backs are the ones who are more likely to get swapped. We could do 3-5-2. Do you reckon a 3-5-2 would fit our system though? Because then all of a sudden, we're going to have to rotate probably these 2 over here and then these 2 into like a more of a... maybe... actually... Okay. I'm going to copy visible this and save it as a new layer as like a formation. I think that would be very smart of me to do. Hang on. Copy visible? Where's copy visible? Okay. Let me just make sure I don't actually fuck this up by, I don't know, somehow breaking my GIMP for a sec. File. Paste? I guess I just want to paste it. Sorry, I haven't... Okay, we're fine. Wait, why is it off the pitch? Okay, I did fuck it up somehow. How did I do this? How did I do that? What? Okay. Why is it too big? What? How did... I don't know how I did this, but... Oh, don't... Okay, it's fine. I think. Okay, sorry, let me get back up for you guys. So that's our current formation. Hide that. So if we go to a 3-5-2, I think then we have these 3 be our sweeper in the middle. Oh fuck, I'm moving the pitch. So I think these 3 become the sweeper. We then have Muyu and Uruka move up the pitch. And so we have... Bring them more central. And then that frees up. So we have our central defenders. Then we need to bring these guys down. So then I think we put... Or I think maybe we put Loki here. And we maybe put... Oh... I think Rie maybe goes there. And then Panko goes like more here. Jelly goes more there. And then I guess maybe we put Muyu with Panko and Uruka with Jelly? Like this? But then we have no backup on these positions, but we could then have, say, Hina drift down here, or maybe Memory drifts down here. And then Clara drifts down here. And that's our 5. That's our 3. There's our 5. And there's our 2. Right? So we have our 3. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, we have too many players on the pitch. So we'd need to move people around. Ooh. So we would have to maybe put... Ooh. Pico here, Tenma here, Iori here? Well, we could maybe spread people out. We could put you on the left, Iori on the right, and then I guess I'm still in the middle of Michiru and Amy, and then that. And then we have like instead of a staggered formation, we have a flat line up front. Do you reckon that works? A 3-2-3-2? So this is formation number 2. So So we have our, we have 3 at the back. Then we have, I guess actually these are more, they would have to be more, oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe bring these more central. So they're narrow. We have our, you know, we have our wider out, we have our wider fullbacks. These guys are more central, like here, to clog up the midfield. I guess then we also have, oh, Jesus. Why is every time I click on Rie making the pitch move? And then we also get to maybe have these 3, our wingers maybe drift up a little bit on the side. And then we can also have the strikers a bit more forwards as well. Yeah? 3-5-2 with 2 central defensive midfielders. So it's more like a 3-5, and yeah, I guess it is 3-5-2 with. We could. I'm actually probably just limited by the scope of the pitch and the size of the PNGs that I have that is clogging up the image too much. We could have it more like diamond shaped, right? Like this? Oh my god. Like that, maybe? Does that work? So we have a 3, and then we have 2 defensive central midfielders, we've got an attacker, and then we've got the wingers, and then we've got the forwards. Does that work? Full backless formation. Like Sean Dyche says, also woke nonsense. It's not a full backless formation. We have, it's technically, you could argue it's a 5 at the back, 5-3-2. But it's currently a 3-5-2. Because we're clogging up the midfield at the moment. We have our midfield super duper clogged up to stop any sort of threats. Sorry about my dog. I'm going to close the door. Lottie, you're being locked out. Sorry. She's going to come to my door now and going to be like, no, let me back in. Let me back in. Let me back in. Okay, that hopefully lessens the sound of the dog. How about this? Okay, we'll copy visible this. Copy visible. Hopefully I don't fuck this up again. Paste. New layer. Oh, that one worked somehow. Okay, so we have... This is our default. This is our 4-4-2. So we have 4-4-2. Then we have our 3-5-2. What else should we do? Inverted fullbacks is utter woke nonsense. What's the bullshit that people keep making up on Twitter where it's like inverted libero or some nonsense? False inverted libero? We should do a 5-4-1? I can't fit everyone on the pitch if I do that. A 7-1-1? I don't know where we fit. Starting 11? We could do that eventually. A 3-4-3? Do you reckon a 3-4-3 would work? Oh, that's my roomies back. Okay, hang on. Let me just say hi to them. Yep, we're just saying hi to my roomies. A 9-0-1, do the Simone special. What, nine defenders, 1 Arena? Or 1 Ember? Okay, I think this is okay, but how about we could try out the 3-4-3. So a 3-4-3, we would keep this as our back 3, and then actually it's not that difficult to change because we would just drift our central forwards. I think we just drift these guys forward into like a, oh my god, an inverted triangle, right? And then we just bring these 3 into more of a central location, and then these 3 over here, and then that looks about good. It is very cramped at the moment. I keep moving the goddamn pitch. How do I lock the pitch? Can I lock layer? How do I do this? What if I do this? No, I press the lock button and it's still moving. Top left next to Arena is the lock icon. Really? Oh my god. Okay. Do you think this 3-4-3 would work? We could also, yeah, I think maybe we could stagger these two, right? We could have like, I think this is kind of the formation that maybe you guys were thinking of, in which we have more like that. And then we have maybe these guys drift down a bit. Yeah? Play 3-4-3. Amorin ball is the only way forward. Yeah, I love becoming, what is it, 16th place in the league and not winning the Europa League final. Yeah, that would be a brilliant idea. I should definitely emulate that. Clio, do championship playoff final watch along? I don't actually really care about the championship that much, to be honest. How about this? I'm not convinced about these, because we have our defensive midfielders, and now they're not in the same spot that they used to be, right? Oh, Pico actually, yeah, no, Pico is in the same place, as is Temba, and then who else drifted out of the central defensive role? Who else has moved? Play 3-5-2? We've done 3-5-2. 3-5-2 is this, I think, right? 3-5-2. 4-5-1. Striker can be the goal poacher. Oh. Maybe? We could try a 4-5-1 maybe. Play 5-3-2. We have a 5-3-2. We're just trying out different formations. Copy visible. Paste. No, don't paste it down there. Paste it at the top. You stupid program. How did I do this? When's the Football Manager stream? Well, this stream is kind of like the precursor to this. This stream is the precursor to the Football Manager stream. The problem is, I believe I need to get a modded version of Football Manager, right? I need to install mods so I can make custom players. And the last Football Manager I played was like Football Manager 12, and I think I played it for like 2 hours. I think I got relegated as Everton, and then I never played it again. So I don't know how to play it. But the idea of making FaZe Connect FC would be, we start in the lowest league possible. We have it modded, so that we can't lose players. So, like, you know, Pippa can't sign to Real Madrid or some shit. And then we, yeah, we try and get from the lowest league. No, not the MLS. What is the lowest league in football division? It's like the 6th division, right? And then we go all the way to the Premier League. That's what we want to do. So there we go. So at the moment we have our 4-4-2. I guess. This is our 4-4-2. Or I guess it's 5-3-2. This is 5-3-2. We have 3-5-2. We have 3... We have like 3-1-3-3, I guess? I guess this is more of a 3-1-3... Is this a 3-1-3-1-2? 3-1-3-1-2? I guess it is. Conference North-South is the lowest in England. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll try and win the Champions League and Phase Connect, and we might try and win a game in the cold, rainy day, and like, what is it? A rainy day in Stoke on a Thursday. The numbers mean, what do they mean? Oh, if you do not know what football numbers, when we're saying, oh, this is a 4-4-2, it refers to the positions. So you don't say the goalie because that's assumed that you have a goalie. So you have 4 defenders, 4 midfielders, and 2 strikers. And then in this formation, we have 3 defenders, 5 midfielders, and 2 strikers. So that's a 3-5-2. And then in this formation, we have 3 defenders, 1 defensive midfielder, 3 midfielders, 1 attacking midfielder, and then 2 strikers. Who's our star player? I don't know. Lumi? She's a star. Or she's a star thief. We have 3 star women on our team, because we have Jelly, Lumi, and Sheena. Are there any football-related JRPGs? I have no idea. Someone should make that. Teacher. Hello. Flawless logic. Are we just going to park the bus? So I think if we are winning, we would have a formation like... If we are playing... If we're starting the match... I think this makes sense. This should be our default formation. And then if we start losing, maybe we swap to this formation. Oh, I guess this might be best. Because this gives us a good attacking threat. We have good defensive coverage in the midfield because we've overloaded it. I think maybe this is our starting formation. And then if we start winning, if we start losing, I should say, then we maybe swap to this and go a more defensive formation. We could also drift back further. So our Lumi, Rooney, Sleepy role sort of drifts back further. I know he was making a Black Ops reference. I know, don't worry. How will the stats be created? I haven't figured that out. Kick and rush 4-4-2. Sean Dyche is proud. I know. I unfortunately cannot escape Sean Dyche's gameplay strategy. Gegenpress? I mean, Gegenpress would be like... Is this our closest to Gegenpressing? Because we just overload them? Yeah? Twitter is down? Wait, is it? I was gonna say it's working for me, and then I hit refresh, and now it's not working. Let's go! Something went wrong. Something went wrong. Try reloading. But I shouldn't have refreshed. Yippee! Society is fixed. I think the world would be a better place if social media didn't exist. To be honest. Is that rude of me to say? I think the world would be a better place. Okay, so do we want to do one more formation, or is this good? Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yep, Twitter is super dead. Rest in peace, Twitter. Bozo. Please know that's what I use for VTuber art. Yeah, that's true. There's plenty of VTuber art on Twitter. Which is nice. And thank you for people who do use Twitter to post VTuber art. But it does make, I don't know, it does make people have brainworms. It is DED. Captain and starting 11? That's true. We do need to figure out our starting 11. Oh. Captain? I think... On principle, our captain should be, if we're going to have this be our starting formation, our captain should be one of the defensive midfielders. So I think it's Tenma. Clio, you have to be a captain? I'm an attacking midfielder. I don't think I should be a captain as an attacking midfielder. I think Temma's like our most... Temma's our most senior central defender. Central defensive midfielder. We could have... maybe NASA beach captain? Goalkeeper captains aren't unheard of. But you do need to have someone who's a loud personality who can, like, dictate orders, right? Someone who's got a strong personality. And Temma is pretty strong personality, right? Yeah? Gattuso Regen. I probably said his surname wrong, but I do know who you mean. Who's the bench warmer? Okay, so we do need to figure out our... Okay, starting 11 then. If this is our formation, who is our starting fullback? Who's our starting libero? Sorry, I should say. Well, I guess he's fullback / libero. It's the same position. Who would... So between Irie, Dizzy, and Mary, who do you think is our starting fullback? The problem is I'm going to have to find the goddamn layers that everyone is in. So this is Irie. Actually, let's just put them in the same position. So we'll have NASA and Sheena at the bottom. I guess we should start with goalie, right? We should start with goalie. What layer are you? You're this one. What layer are you? You're this one. What's our starting goalie? We have Sheena and we have NASA. NASA? NASA should be the starting goalie because she has dragon arms. Okay. So we'll put NASA in goal and then Sheena will put to 50% opacity. Like, let's just type 50. Okay, so that's to indicate that Sheena is our backup keeper, right? Does that make sense? And then we'll just put her there. Then we have our Irie, and then we have Mary, and we have Dizzy. Let's bring them down. So who is our main fullback / sweeper? Dizzy? Dizzy. Dizzy. Question, do you have scars on your eyelids too? You know, I've never thought about that. I've never looked. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you very much. Dizzy, Dizzy, Dizzy. Mary. Mary has youth on her side. Well, you want your libero to be very calm. You want your libero to be able to make quick decisions fast. Well, quick decision fast. You want them to be able to make the right decision instantly, because they are the last line of defense. They are also the initial playmaker, unless the goalie hoofs the ball up the pitch, because they dictate the flow of the game from the back. So not Mary and not Irie then? If so, then it's Dizzy. Navigator Dizzy is pretty reliable. That's true. I would agree with that. Okay. Oh, I faded the wrong person. Okay, so Mary set to 50, and then Irie set to 50. Okay, then we have our left back and right back. So we have Muyu and Panko on the left, and we have Uruka and Jelly on the right. Who do you think should be the substitutes? Or who should be the starter? Nepo Panko? Panko should be our starter, and Uruka? Let's try and get... Which layer are you? You are this one, so let's bring you guys down. Where's Panko? Panko is over here. Let's just double check. Yep, there we go. Panko and Jelly? Panko because she's Italian. So yeah, I guess Panko does have the racial bonus to football. She does have the World Cup nationality, World Cup winning blood through her veins. Team of everyone's fan entity could be better or worse. Ooh, actually that's a good idea. Okay, so maybe we do Panko. And then on the right, we need to decide between Jelly and Uruka. So they need to be... I don't know. I don't want to be biased to my Invader senpai, but, you know, I'll try and leave it up to you guys. Who is our starting right back? Uruka, because the physicality definitely swings it. Uruka. Okay, you guys are overwhelmingly saying Uruka, so Jelly, let's bring you down here. Where is Uruka? Where's Jelly? This is very difficult because every folder, every screenshot is just called VTS. Where did Muyu go? Where's... Oh, I've moved Muyu away from Panko. There we go. Okay, so Uruka is our starter, and then Jelly is on the bench. Okay. So this is that's our defense. Okay, now we have our central midfield. Our center back. Oh, not a center back. Our central defender. Central defensive midfielder. Sorry, bleh, acronyms. We do have Tenma as the captain currently, so I think by default it does have to be Tenma. So we'll put Tenma there, and we'll grab Rie and put Tenma there. Which one is Tenma? Tenma is here. Where is Clara? Clara's right at the top. Okay. Where is Rie? Rie is right there. So yeah, let's put you guys to 50. And you to 50. Okay. That makes sense, right? First name on the team sheet. Yeah. Okay, so now we have our central midfielder. Or should we go left to right? No, we'll do central midfielder first. Okay, so we have our all JP lineup. We have Biko-chan, we have Loki, and we have Memory. Emphasize that Tenma is the captain. I could give her like a little armband, I guess, but her arm isn't very in the shot. We could give her like a little C next to her captain. Loki is 2 OP. I'm maybe gonna... I think I agree with you guys. I think Loki is probably the most... Of the three, they all have different qualities as a central midfielder, but I do kind of agree that Loki kind of has the OP physicality going on. So I think that's a pretty safe pick. And then, where's Memory? Memory, bring you down here. And there we go. And just because people are the starting doesn't mean that the substitutes are any worse. Doesn't mean anything about the quality of our substitutes. We're just trying to decide who starts, right? So we have our left midfielder. We have Remy, Leah, and you. Who do you think of the three, Remy, Leah, and you, would be best as our starting? The best all-rounder. You, Leah, you, Remy. You, me, you, Leah. You by a long shot? I think you just has the tomboy aura, right? I don't even know if she can play football. Maybe she's never played it in her life. Is this... Which one's this? This is you. That's Ember. I'm moving the wrong person. Okay. Where's Leah? And then where's Remy? Okay. So, you guys were pretty overwhelmingly saying these two are our substitutes, and then we'll put move. There we go. That kind of works. Yeah, that kind of works as our left midfielder, and then on our right midfielder, we have Iori, who really should be in the center. I think we could maybe swap Memory and Iori, maybe, because I think that's where I kind of had them originally, actually. So maybe we do that, but then that does mean that Iori is going to have to... So between Iori and Loki, who are you feeling, guys? Still Loki? Still Loki? Okay. And then, okay, so now with Memory gets a second chance. We've got Memory, Pippa, and Hina. Who are we putting as our right midfielder? Hina? Pippa, Hina, Pippa. Pipster, Hina, Pippa, Pippa. Pippa, Hina has the height. That's true. Pippa would be sick. Okay, I think it's kind of leaning 60-40 at the moment. Pippa to Hina. So Hina Rivaldo? Ooh, that's pretty tempting. Pippa would have the grit. But Pippa could be like a high impact substitute, right? Who do you think would have a higher impact as a substitute? Hina or Pippa? I feel like... Yeah, if the game's rough, like if we're facing like someone physical, like a Stoke, I think you start Pippa. But if we're facing someone like, I don't know, Chelsea, I think you start Hina, right? And most teams in the Premier League are more... They're not as physical as they would be like a Stoke, right? So I think if that's the case, I think Hina should be the starter. And then we can have Pippa, and like that's kind of like a situational, right? I think they have different, like, it's also, we do need to know, like, each player has their own qualities on the pitch. Just because we're choosing one at the moment as our general all-rounder starter doesn't mean that they are better or worse than someone else. Like, we just came up with the fact that, like, Hina would be a good, maybe better all-rounder, but if the opponent is a very physical team, I think Pippa would be better. And then if we need more attacking flair, maybe then we substitute in Memory, for example. Is that 3 at the back? Yeah, we're doing 3-1-3-1-2. It's a very stupid formation. Okay, so we've done our midfield. Now this is the awkward situation where you need to not be biased, guys, because this is my stream. Of the 3, myself, Michiru, and Amy, who do you think is the better attacking midfielder? Amy, Mitchie, Clio, Mitchie, I'm not biased, Clio, Amy, A Messi, Demichi, Amy, Clear, Mitchie, Amy. You guys are saying mostly Amy. Oh, it's actually getting kind of close. Lots of Mitchies. Mitchie can block with the hats. Well, she's kind of in like an attacking role rather than a sort of defensive role. Demichi, the boss clears it. Paul? I feel like it actually has swung back to Mitchie. I'm the super sub. Mitchie Ronaldinho. Mitchie Magic. I'm happy to go with that. Okay, so where am I? I'm here. I'm happy to be on the bench. I'm just happy to be in the squad, getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a week. And then Amy also. And then Mitchie, where are you? You're there. Where am I? Oh, I'm right at the top. The hat is just covering my face. You know what? Let's go with it. Okay. It's kind of like the Mike Wazowski thing. How do you bench Messi? Because you have Ronaldo. I got Wazowski. Okay, so our forwards. We've got Lumi, Wayne Rooney, and Sleepy. Shooter Sleepy, Wayne Rooney, and Lemon Woman. We need a nickname for Lumi. Lumi Donsky. How do I say it? Is it Lewandowski? Lewandowski? Lemondonsky? So, who's gonna be our right forward? Lumi, Rooney, or Sleepy? All their names end in Y. Lemondowski? Lemondowski? Lemon Yamal? Rooney. Wayne Rooney is pretty peak. Lumi or Rooney? Lumi or Rooney. Okay. We don't really have a consensus at the moment, I don't think. Just start typing, guys. Start typing which one do you prefer, Lumi or Rooney? I think Sleepy as a substitute would be good. Rooney, 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 Lumi, Lumi. Rooney, 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 Lumi, 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 Rooney, 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 Rooney. Okay, it's looking fairly Rooney at the moment, so I think I'll go with Rooney. And then Sleepy over here. Okay. And then we have our final forward. We have Arena and we have Ember. Guys, Ember or Arena? Ember, Arena. Ember, Arena. Arena, Arena, Ember. Arena, Arena, Ember, Ember. Arena, 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 Arena. Oh, that's a lot of Arenas. Oh, there's quite a few Embers. Arena Haaland. It kind of fits. Ember, Ember. Arena would win all the air battles. Mbappe. That's a good one. Ember has the physique, but so does Arena, right? Arena for the hold-up play. This is actually pretty tight. I was quite surprised how tight it is. Arena is made of steel. Yeah, she is a not robot, she's a cyborg. Okay, I think Arena has the slight advantage. Would we have a false 9? Not at the moment, because we're doing 3-1-3-1-2. But we could maybe change formations as well, right? How are we feeling with this? How are you feeling about our starting lineup? So we have Captain Tenma, then Nasa, Dizzy, Panko, Uruka, Yu, Loki, Hina, Michiru, Rooney, and Arena. Is that a good starting lineup? A good balance of JP and ENs? Yeah. How did the lollies all become defenders? It wasn't necessarily based on height. It was more about personality, background, who they are, that, you know, rather than height, because if we base this on height, none of the players are making the team except Arena. And maybe you, and then apparently me, and then we have no other players on the pitch because we're all, like, ridiculously short. So don't say why the Jello hates or anything like that. There's no hate against any of the other members of the phase. We all have different qualities, right? This is just our all-rounder. Like, if we are just doing an all-rounder, okay, across the board, formation, we don't know who we're playing, I think this is a good team. I think this is a good team. If we need to tweak things, like if the opponents are very aggressive, I think Pippa comes on. I think if they're very aggressive as well, I think if it's aggressive, if we're going to an aggressive team, we would substitute Leah on and Pippa on and then maybe Pico on. Actually, no. Actually, Iori might be better. Then I think Temma stays on because she's captain. Maybe we put Jelly on and Muyu on, and then I think Ember and Sleepy on as well. Can Pippa control the ball under pressure? I think she can. This is the hypothetical situation where we are all football players instead of VTubers. So, you know, you have to just pretend that everyone is skilled in their role that they are playing. This team can win against the CERN United team. Well, it turns out most teams can do that, except Everton. Except Everton, because I think we drew and lost earlier in the season. But yeah, I think this is a solid lineup. I think this is pretty good. Okay, I'm going to copy paste this one, and this will be our starting 11. Paste. New layer. Why is it over there? Why is it over there? Okay, I think I lined it up. Okay, how are we feeling? Is everyone happy with this? We did finish over United. Yes, we did. We did. Pippa or Tenma will be carded in minutes. Yeah, that's the problem with Tenma. That's why we've given her the captain's R-band to hopefully make her so she doesn't get sent off, because she has responsibilities on the pitch. I'm the team manager. Well, I feel like the phase management squad should be the manager, and then the talents of the players, and then Sakana's the owner, right? That's kind of what we're going for, I think. So there you go. I think this is a good lineup, guys. How do you rate it, guys? Score of 1 to 10, what do you think? Oh yeah, we need to come up with chants. Do you want to come up with some chants really quickly? Because I do need to end stream, because we're about to hit midnight. And I do need to be prepped for stream tomorrow. 9? 10 out of 10? 6.5? Clio out of 10. 8.5. A menace out of 10. What about you? I'm a substitute. I'm right there. I'm here. Can you not see me? I'm behind the hat. You don't know shit out of 10? This stream was probably very confusing to non-football fans. I hope you didn't mind it. I hope you didn't mind it. Did you guys like the stream? More of a themed stream instead of like just a regular Zatsudan. A solid mid-table club? I'm happy with that. I would love to be mid-table. Everton is 13th. I would love to be 10th. 9 out of 10 would bet on phase. Nice. I'm glad. I'm glad you guys seem to enjoy it. Okay. How about we look at who we can raid? Let's see who we can raid. Is there anyone live? This is the awkward time of the night where I think there's only probably gonna be... Oh, Rie's live. Okay. Is anyone else live? Am I missing anyone? Because it feels like people's streams don't show up. Hime is live? Okay. Hime is live. We'll raid Hime. Okay. Thank you very much for coming, guys. Our raid messages are chants. What should the raid chant be? Come on, FaZe Connect, score some goals. Right? Does that work? Does that work? Wait, who's the captain? Tenma. Thank you for the super chats, Leonardo. Tenma is our captain. Thank you very, very much, guys, for coming. And thank you for the super chats. Thank you to all the lurkers, chatters, raiders, subscribers, donators, gifters. Thank you so much for all the support, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I hope you enjoyed the fun stream that we had. I'm on FaZe Weekly this week. So let me just check. I think that's in like 6 hours, correct? I thought it is in 6 hours, right? Yeah? I shall see you in the morning. Yeah, guys, I'm going to be on FaZe Weekly this week with Dizzy. So I apologize if my stream is very quiet when I eventually start, because I'm probably going to be very tired, because I'm going to be waking up, I guess, at like 5:30. I guess I'm going to wake up at 5:30 or something. So yeah, thank you very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I will see you guys tomorrow for FaZe Weekly in about 5-ish hours. And I will see you guys in my stream later afterwards for some library card reading. So hopefully I'm not too wrecked. If I am wrecked, I will make the executive decision to maybe push back streams or maybe move it or cancel it. But hopefully I'll feel good enough to stream the FaZe Weekly and then also my stream. But yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So what do I normally say? I've done my thank yous, haven't I? Yes, I have. Okay. Until next time, guys. See you later. IT Gator. In a while. Clio Dial. Good night, guys. Noot noot. Noot noot. Noot 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 noot. Noot 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 noot. Raid message, I guess we just do, yeah. Football related. I don't know. Otsu Clio, Otsu FaZe, Otsu FaZe FC, Otsu Hag. Good night, guys. Mwah.